Leaving the historic town of Sofala in the New South Wales goldfields, we're following the Turon River on Palmer's Oakey Road. It's a popular trail that links Sofala to Capertee, and along the way there are some pretty special, shallow creek lines to explore. But light is fading and the sun is setting fast as we take a magic country drive. Just on nightfall, we find a site on the river to set up camp. Next morning, we douse the fire, something that's extra important not only to prevent bushfires, but to protect young children who might come into the campsite after you from burning themselves. On our way out, we take another cruise along the riverbed.
This is why you buy a four-wheel drive, folks.
And continue on to Nunes, heading for Blackfellows Hand Trail, where we air down to 24 psi.
So mate, is this the cherry on top you promised me?
It is, mate, and I know I was going to try and make you scared and everything, but I mean, we've had some really great four-wheel drive challenges. You only need to look at the mud on the trucks to work out that we don't need any more of that. I don't want to break them. Beautiful scenic drives coming up. Nothing challenging, promise.
All right.
Well, I did have my toes crossed.
Now, what Wes doesn't actually know is the fact that this isn't going to be pure scenic track. In fact, in the last 13 years of filming this show, we have never once attempted this track. And it's because the vehicles that we've been driving simply haven't been set up for it. We are going to attempt the Spanish steps in these vehicles. Now, this is what they call a double black diamond track. Think of a ski slope, that's the exact same rating. Now, I genuinely don't want to break anything in these vehicles. I still have the rest of a season to film, and hey, who wants to break their truck? But if we take it nice and easy, I think we should hopefully come through unscathed.
Climbing through a corridor of sandstone beehives, on every corner our rigs seem to be posing for magazine cover shots. Next, we arrive at the number 5 fire trail, passing a small sign warning of a double black diamond track ahead.
We've just come past a double black diamond sign, and I've got a sneaking suspicion where we are is actually the top of the Spanish steps. Now, despite Pat having a bit of fun with me, I've not done this before. Now, this is proper big angry four-wheel drive territory, so this is a pretty serious old track. I'm quietly confident that the Everest will be able to handle it. Me, however, yeah, I've just not done it, and I just don't know. So we'll see how this goes. This could get very interesting very quickly, but fingers crossed Pat will get up there first and can give me a few directions on where I should be putting my wheels and where I shouldn't be, so it's going to be interesting. Anyway, the Spanish steps.
It's a name that can send a chill down the spine of experienced four-wheel drivers. The track is in 2 parts. First, a steep drop down to the Wolgan River, and then back up the other side over a series of sandstone platforms. Like Wes, this is my first time attempting the Spanish steps, and right away I'm called on to flex my technical driving muscles.
Sometimes when you lower your tyre pressures, if you're new to four-wheel driving, you might think, oh geez, I'm lowering my pressures, surely that's going to lower my ground clearance. I'm going to hit more stuff underneath my vehicle. And that is kind of the case, but it is actually more important on these sort of tracks to have traction than clearance. You'll find, particularly driving up steep inclines, if you don't have the traction, you will slip and slide all over the place. And simply by lowering your pressures, you'll find that your four-wheel drive is so much more capable. It is incredible. Now, the other thing I've done to this vehicle is I've thrown some big rubber underneath it, big for me anyway. They're 33-inch tyres. They lift the car up significantly. Cool crunch. Just gave the underbody a bit of a workout there, but I'm not too concerned because I've got some meaty ARB bash plates under there. What's allowed me to put those big tyres on is the suspension lift that I've got. I'm using Outback Armour suspension. It lifts the vehicle up by around about 50 millimeters, and that is pretty significant. Outback Armour, really cool Aussie company that does some very cool suspension. At the moment, I can tell you, I'm using every bit of clearance. In fact, I ran out of it there. Ouch.
This is getting more interesting by the second.
To make it, Wes and I will have to work as a team and in places build up the track.
Beautiful. I reckon that should do it.
Okay, here you come. Nice, mate. You're just coming down the front left, front right, Lala. Front left chasing. Easy does it. Yeah, nice, mate. All right, mate, about a foot, 10 centimetres. You're starting to drop in now.
I'm gonna hit the rear bar.
Oh, I'm gonna say probably. Yeah. Oh, just. Nice, mate. You are through. Nice drive.
Awesome. One down, truckload to go.
I reckon I'm going to need to rebuild quite a fair bit of this track, mate.
The Ford Everest has a much shorter wheelbase, which should make taking each step a little easier.
You'll only roll it once today. A little bit of right hand down. That's it. Beautiful.
Why would you say that?
You're climbing Everest. A little bit of right hand down.
Perfect, perfect. That looks mint. Oh yeah, he's made it down the big one.
We're taking it in turns and taking our time.
Stick with that line, mate.
I have to say, it is a thing of beauty watching these rigs tiptoe over the boulders.
Beautiful. That's it. Now a bit of right hand down. Straighten him up. That's it. That's it. Well driven, mate. That BFG's hanging on by its fingernails.
Next, what goes down must come up.
You're kidding. You're kidding. No. Oh.
And make sure you check out the Mr. 4x4 app at mr4x4.com.au.